So first step is to marinate the steak. My son, Troy, is helping us out today. He wants to cook, so he's going to help cook. The steaks are individually packaged in 10-ounce packages. It's 20 ounces for the serving. So first things first, you take it out of the package. You're supposed to pat it dry and then put it into that bag. That's just going to go inside the bag. Don't drop the bag. That would be a bad day.
See, it's heavy.
There's number 2. So these do have 2 steaks in each bag. It looked like just one big steak, so I'm like, man, it just seems like not a lot, but there's technically 4 steaks there. It does not say to marinate this far in advance. You're supposed to just basically marinate it as you're doing the other steps. So that's one thing I was a little worried about. I'm like, oh, I should have marinated this last night. It says just marinate until step 6. So it's not marinating for long. I'm sure you could marinate it overnight and you may get better flavor out of it. But I didn't do that. If I'm going to confess something, I never used to pat dry my meat, and it does seem to help, so I guess I should have been doing that all along. Now the next things you got to do is you add in all your seasonings into this to start it. You need 2 tablespoons worth of lime juice, all the chili powder, and 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using vegetable oil for this step because I didn't realize it, but I'm almost out of the olive oil, which we normally use, and I'd rather cook it in olive oil than vegetable oil. So here's our chili powder.
I can't tell if that's the meat or what.
Salt and sugar. It does not say how much salt and sugar. So I guess we're just gonna put like a small amount, I'm guessing. It does not say. Oh, it does say 1 teaspoon. It's probably roughly 1 teaspoon. It does say. And then we still need the lime, which I'm just going to guesstimate that. So here's our lime. We're just going to squeeze the juices in. I'm going to figure about half of a lime is probably around 2 tablespoons. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. We keep the rest of the lime for the rest of the recipe. So there's our lime. And then you just seal this bag, shake it up, and let it set. Oh, and I forgot, we didn't put the oil in there. So, we need 2 tablespoons of oil, so we're going to guesstimate that again because I don't feel like going and getting the tablespoons. Relatively easy to guesstimate, and this is just a marination. That should be enough oil.
And then shake it.
Now we'll shake it. Now we're just going to let that sit and marinate. It does look really tasty in there. So, next step, we're supposed to prep the Salsa Verde. you're supposed to remove any husk from the tomatillos, which those are the weirdest things I've ever seen. They're weird. Okay, so for the salsa verde, you need 1/4 of the onion. You need the tomatillos. You need cilantro stems, the jalapeno, and you're gonna chop it all up nice and fine. I'm aware my knife is not the sharpest. I got that brought up to me in the last video, but I just, yeah, I'm horrible with knives. Not a good idea to put me around them, and sharper is usually kind of a bad idea. Now, with one of the tomatillos, it was going bad, so we do have less tomatillo than what we're supposed to have, which is unfortunate, but it's something that happens. You're going to kind of expect that with this, I think. I do. I believe if you contact the company, they will replace that meal if something's not right. If they mess something up, they don't send you the right thing, or something goes bad before you get it. I don't know. I've not dealt with that, so I don't know for a fact. But that's an easy way to chop up this a little bit more. Chop these up nice and small, and then we gotta do the onion and the tomatillos and then cilantro stems. It says the stems keep the leaves whole, so I guess I've used cilantro wrong all my life. I don't know. I'm not I've always used the leaves and not the stems, so I don't know. Maybe someone will say, yeah, that's normal, but that's different for me, so we'll see. He's probably annoyed because he's like, I wanted to help, but I don't really want to have him cutting this stuff since it has to be cut really small, and I want someone to get hurt in the process. Can you get a bowl, a decent sized bowl that will fit all of this stuff in it? It doesn't have to be a huge bowl, just. So this is what a tomatillo looks like, I guess. It's a green, seedy tomato. And it's kind of different.
I don't think there's not many bowls, and I don't think.
There's the glass bowl at the bottom down there, the pink one.
Oh my God!
No, the glass bowl next to it.
Oh. I forgot we even had this.
Meanwhile, he was looking straight at it when I mentioned it.
Hey, I forgot we have this. You can't blame me.
I'm gonna need those. I don't know why you're moving them further away from me. He took my tomatillos and put them across the table.
I didn't want this glass bowl to fall. Now it's right next to the edge. And I didn't know you needed this. We're gonna need those
Tomatillos.
Tomatoes?
Yes. So the prep work is always what takes the longest. That's what I find. This is supposed to take about 30 minutes. Cook time, prep time, I think was 20 minutes. I could be wrong on that. I'd have to look at the card. It tells you on the card. I think total time was somewhere around 45 to 50 minutes, give or take. Now, that's all that stuff. Now we gotta get the tomatillos that are on the side.
What?
So, I don't know what they taste like. I'm curious with these. I've never had a tomatillo that I know of. Now when I've gone to Mexican restaurants, maybe I have had them and never known. that is very much a possibility. But this is the first time for me to ever cook with them, and I don't even know, like, I'm guessing Mexican restaurants or Mexican stores would sell them, Hispanic stores. I don't think I've ever seen them in a regular grocery store. So that's something I'm curious about too, because if we really like this, we're gonna have to find them again. Probably not cutting these small enough. I'm sure that they should be a little bit smaller, but I'm just cutting them. Okay, we're gonna cut those a little bit smaller. So, similar meals to HelloFresh, but at the same time, I don't know. These meals, there was more of a selection I saw when I was getting them. I had more of a selection for change, the very first set. Now maybe with HelloFresh I could change it. I didn't find a way to change the meals we were getting. It was kind of like, these are what you're getting, period. With this one, I can change it. I could tell them, no, I want this, this, or this. There's a selection of proteins that you wanted. So you could get fish proteins, you could get steak, you could get chicken, you could get pork, you could get a vegan mix. You could get a little of everything in there. So that was kind of interesting and kind of cool. Now, making this, you put it in a medium bowl, stir to combine tomatillos and everything. 1 tablespoon of jalapeno and a pinch of salt and sugar. So I guess we don't use the whole jalapeno. So we're gonna put in a medium bowl all of the tomatillos and the onion. Oh, and we still need the cilantro. 1 tablespoon worth of jalapeno, which is about that. I'm okay if we get a little bit more. I like hot. But we're gonna kind of try to push some of those to the side. Hopefully we don't have our battery die on us, because I'm seeing a flashing red light at us. Yay. You're going to combine all that, a pinch of salt, pepper, and sugar. I'm going to put a little bit more jalapeno, because I like the heat. Put a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. And a little bit of sugar. Seems a little bit weird to be putting sugar in it, but that's what we say, and then we just mix it all in, and that's our salsa verde. So that looks tasty. Now for the slaw, we're going to put in a medium bowl, combine all the sour cream, the shredded cabbage mix, and a generous pinch of salt and pepper. Use your hands to gently squeeze a few times to soften. So we need another bowl. You can get one of the
small glass bowl.
You can get one of the Halloween bowls if you'd like, it doesn't matter. Or you can get that one that's on the drying rack right now. Might be bigger than medium. So we're gonna put that there. You're gonna fall. The slaw, which I've never had slaw on tacos. This is definitely different. Something I would never consider doing. All the sour cream, shredded cabbage blend. So we have 2 packages of the sour cream. They're an ounce each. It's 2 ounces worth of sour cream. They're using Daisy sour cream. Squeeze that in. And turn that down some.
Okay, do a dozy.
Okay. So he's gonna put that in there, and then we have the second one, and then we're gonna do, it says a generous pinch of salt and pepper. Well, this is not a pinch. Salt and pepper. And there's our salt. And let me make sure he got everything out of there. You gonna mix it with your hands?
Sure.
Are they clean?
You want some one more time, but I won't.
Oh my god.
Get all that.
And I did forget to put the cilantro into our other mix. I'm gonna go ahead now and get our cilantro.
That's a part of it.
Now for these onions, you're supposed to cook them over some oil. And then once those are browned up a little bit, you're gonna put them over to the cutting board, cover it up so that they stay a little warm. And then you're going to heat up the tortillas before we do the steak. And then it's gonna be time to eat this amazing concoction. I don't know, if I'm honest, I'm a little bit nervous, but the recipe calls for medium rare, but I think a little more medium. Yeah, they had that one a little too much on breast heat.
The old lady apparently wants to play today. She's doing none of the work. I'm gonna sit here and go, ah, and you can just climb all over me. And this one just sits here and waits for food to drop. I think that is the charge. I can't remember what we used to charge it. Finding that should be fun. I thought they were all put together, but I didn't see that when I grabbed them. I went to tone him earlier when he went to get in the garbage and it didn't beep, so I was throwing that back. But the remote was still good. it looks like you grabbed it, then I'm like, oh, you found it. Are all your most recent check stubs up there? I need to get the last 4. Two of them. Actually, I need the last 2, I think. I think I just need the one more. Ah. Your friend is going to get charged again, Rocky. Cook these for 8 to 10 minutes. And then you're going to let them rest for about 4 to 5 minutes before you cut them.
So once the steak is done cooking, you let it rest for 5 minutes. Cover it up. I have it wrapped in tin foil for resting. I did take the cilantro leaves. I kind of broke them off the stem, cut them up a little bit. I did cut those cooked onions. They don't call to be cut, but because I really messed up when I cut those and they were falling apart anyway, that was the easiest thing to do. I cut up the rest of the lime, and that's just the leftover jalapenos if we decide to put more jalapenos on it. Now we just got to cut the steak up and we're ready to go. This is definitely a different mixture than what I'm used to. I will say that. It's definitely a different mixture than what I'm used to. But I'm interested in seeing what it tastes like. It's been about 5 minutes.
I think it's good.
The juices have all kind of seeped out of the steak. I don't want to put this on top of the recipe card here. We're going to make the recipe card dirty.
Yeah.
So now we got to cut the steak into thin slices. So we're going to see what this looks like.
It's really good.
My son's eyeballing it.
What?
I said my son's eyeballing it.
The steak?
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm going to cut the steak. It's probably about a medium rare. It's more medium. I was trying to go a little bit darker than what it is, but this could be one that's just not as dark as the others too. Can you go get me another small bowl?
And one of these pink bowls, or and like one of the little glass bowls. I'm gonna guess one of those.
Just a bowl.
What?
Just a bowl.
Okay.
This one's a little bit more cooked, so that could be one that was just a little bit more raw. It's still not that raw, but it's a little pink.
Well, I'm gonna try one, maybe.
Might not end up needing it. I thought I was gonna need it, but
What?
the bowl. We'll see.
Let's just put it over here for now.
Very nice meat, I will say that.
That's really good.
It's good steak. This one needs a little bit more cook time though. It needs a little bit more. So we're gonna go ahead and put that one back on.
How long has this taken us?
This has taken us probably roughly 30 minutes. Give or take.
It all tastes pretty good for 40 minutes. On the tomato, what?
Tomatillo.
Those taste good. Really good.
Okay, the one I'm gonna heat up a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Time for you to get a watch. You have a watch wherever you have it.
It's in my room. 7:58.
You notice Daddy's been getting up early? You know him?
Uh-huh.
And Daddy's been working out.
Uh-huh.
Daddy's getting stronger.
Uh-huh.
And his arms are getting bigger. And his stomach's not getting bigger.
The stomach's not getting bigger.
You too.
And they don't have reasoning like baby does of thinking food's gonna fall.
Baby's not over here.
He's gonna pass.
I don't care about money.
Nope. We have one ab.
I don't know why, but guys with braces are cute.
Oh my god.
They're super cute. Or with like blue eyes. Super cute.
Oh, every girl's thing. Blue eyes.